Welcome to the Bearded Barbarian! Welcome everybody, welcome to today's video. I have an amazing box here. I have been looking forward to this package more than any other package on this channel. This is going to be the greatest custom Funko Pop unboxing you and me have ever seen, okay? Sounds a little hyperbolic, but it is true. It is going to be amazing. Now, I've set my standards way up there. So if I open it and it doesn't meet those standards, I'm going to have a hissy fit. So what is it, you ask? Well, that's a good question. We're all going to have to see. We're all going to have to see. Let's talk a little bit about this box, what happened, why we got it, etc. And then we'll open into it and see what's in there. And we'll do a full review of the unboxing and the person that made it, etc., and go from there, okay? So this is from All Star Custom Figures Incorporated, and we will put his information down below, and you can go ahead and check out their online content. And if you're interested in what I had done here and want to reach out to them, you can have all that information and you can talk to them about price. I'm not going to get into all that today. I'm just going to talk a little bit about what we've got and where we came and why we did what we did. Okay, so inside this box is a 10-inch Funko Pop of something that I wanted to have created. It was a dream of mine, and you know, the end of last year, I went to my wife and said, I'd really like to have a custom Funko Pop. And she did a lot of research, and this is what we ended up with, okay? It's a long trip to get here, but I'm very, very grateful that it got here. There was also some shipping issues where I thought at one particular point I would never see this box. So I'm very fortunate that it did arrive. All right, let's see what we got here. Hope it's packed well. I hope it got delivered fine. All right. So first thing I will say about this package before we open it, it is made up of two 10-inch Funko Pops, okay? The head is from one Funko Pop and the body is from another Funko Pop to make what we ended up making. So two Funko Pops had to die to make this, and that was very unfortunate. Sort of hurt my feelings. So these are some of the plastic pieces from that. I asked him if he would send that, and he did, which was very nice of him. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this out. This is how it was packaged. Let me just make sure there's nothing else in there. That's it, okay? So we're going to very carefully unwrap this. Customs a lot of times are made with clay moldings on old, either 10-inch or usually when you hear custom, it's made out of a 4-inch pop, a traditional 4-inch pop. That's what made this sort of unique. Okay, so we did want to make sure that it would be able to be seen in the background, etc. All right, so I'm trying to be very, very careful because I don't want anything to happen here. So let's hope we did a good job bubble wrapping it. So that was really good. Okay. Sorry it's taking so long. Right. We're getting there. We're getting there. What did we get? It is the Bearded Barbarian. We had two pops together to make one pop, okay? Obviously, you can see one is He-Man, the other one is a secret. I don't want to tell anyone. But we had a lot of discussion on what we wanted to have done. You can see the hair is done a certain way. We'll do some close-up. I'll do some close-up pictures and videos of some different things so you can see really what it's all about. He molded it really nicely on the top here, made my little swoop that I get. He did the red slash on the face from the original logo and the second logo. You can see that. This is the axe from, like I said, the original He-Man thing, but it also from my logo. Instead of two axes, we decided to go with an axe and a shield because that was what basically comes with He-Man. And we just thought that was really cool also. So you can sort of see that. I won't mess with him too much. We did ask for it to be blood splattered. You can see some splatter on his face, on the front of his axe blade is covered in blood. Also on the back of the axe blade, we asked him to put blood on the shield. You can really see, like I said, it really weathered. We asked him to weather the shield really well. He's done that. So it looks like he's been through a battle. He's covered in blood here. He's got blood on his chest. He's got the marking on his chest, just like the logo, which is really, really cool. We had a bunch of back and forth on different things, like the hair. Originally, it was done differently, and we wanted it sort of more molded, which I think he did a good job with. I did a good job painting it. Originally, I was a lot less gray than I am right now, so he added some gray in there, which was really, really nice. And like I said, originally it looked immaculate, and we wanted it more like somebody who's actually been through battle. So we just thought that was really the main aspect of this particular thing. So then you can also see on the belt, there's like a little head, looks like a dragon's head is on the belt of the thing. If you haven't seen my logo like up close, or haven't looked at it for any amount of time, you might have missed some of these details, which I think is interesting. One of the details that's hard to see under his beard is there in this chest plate, there's a symbol on my logo that people probably didn't even notice. It looks like a little silhouette. It's of a Funko Pop. If you look at the chest plate right here, it's a silhouette of a Funko Pop. It's sort of a hidden Easter egg, and I've ruined the Easter egg, but in the middle of his thing. So it is right here, and I'll try to get up some up closes. We decided to go with a blue color scheme. The blue came out good. Some of the pictures that he sent were, the pictures didn't really do it justice. You can sort of see some of those type of things. Like I said, he's got a lot of blood splatter. You can look on his back. It's got some blood splatter on his back, which I think he did really good, like some cuts and things like that. On his legs, you can sort of see some blood splatter from there as well. Yeah, I'm really, really pleased. The beard is probably a little more full than my actual beard is. And this is from the original head sculpt. The original head sculpt was just a bald person with 2 eyes. All this beard, hair, and everything else is added by the person that made the custom. So he did a lot of really, really great detail work on it. And like I said, painted it up really nice. It's got some nice, real clean lines. It's not sloppy. Like if I had tried to do this, it would have been super sloppy. It would have been all over the place. And that he did a good job with that particular part of it. So it looks real good. Like I said, he did real good with the details. It's got a lot of graying in his hair, which I think is really awesome. Like I said, it's really challenging when you're doing one of these with a 10-inch pop, because you have to go with a basic body sculpt that looks similar to what you want to go with. You don't want to start with something that's completely different, because you can't really take things away. So if you have a certain hairstyle, you find somebody that's got maybe a similar hairstyle. Like originally we were looking at Conan O'Brien, but it's kind of a big extra swoop. But at least it would have been similar to what we had. But in 10-inch, there aren't as many figures to go from, so you had to go with something else. So originally, this was going to be all He-Man. That was our plan. We were going to send He-Man to him, have him add some hair on the bob. But if you know, He-Man has a bit of a bob cut. I don't have a bob cut. So the part 2 was, hey, maybe the Barbarian will have a bob cut. And I was like, I don't really want to do that. So that's why we had to go with the second head and, like I said, chop up 2 10-inch pops. So 10-inch pops aren't cheap, so that's the initial cost, and then the cost of doing all this work. Like I said, it took a long time. It was a lot of back and forth. We sent the stuff directly to them, and then they would send us a picture of where it was at one particular stage, and we say yes, we like it, or no, we didn't. They were very patient. My wife was extremely patient. She wanted to murder me after this was over, because it was just so much back and forth. And I'm a nitpicker. I like to. It's like, that's not quite right. I want this a little this, and I want this a little that. But to get to what you want, that's what you have to do, unfortunately. So ultimately, I think it really, really worked out. I'm very, very happy with it. It's going to be in our background. You'll see, right now I have Indiana Jones, and I have The Mandalorian, and some of these other things. So I'm going to move something around to put it in the background so you'll see it. That's what's the good thing about a 10-inch pop that's a custom, as opposed to some other kind of, like a 4-inch pop that you'll never see in the background. So I just thought it would be really, really cool to have something sizable that's right there. I did pay up for that particular aspect of it, but I, for myself, thought it was very much worth it. So again, I hope you really liked it. I chose to do it a certain way. I thought it would be a little bit bloodier, but I'm sort of glad that it wasn't super bloody because it ruins some of the detail that you can have in the thing. So he just put it in key places in the front and different things like this. She did a real good job bloodying up the shield real good, and the axe, which I thought was really cool. This is a little bent, but I don't want to mess with it too much. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the custom pop. This was something that's really, really awesome, something I really, really wanted to add. I keep saying no more 10-inch pops, but when you have a chance to get a 10-inch pop of yourself, you got to go for it. You got to go for it. Now, I know there's a lot of people that are clamoring for this pop. So if you could write to Funko, send them a picture of the pop and say, this is the next hottest toy for everybody and highly collectible, I'm sure they'll sign on to making sure that it happens. So hopefully you enjoyed the video today. I'm going to also make sure once the video is out that to put out some pictures on Instagram, etc., so people can see what we've got going on. But thank you very much for coming. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up if you liked our custom today. And thank you very much for coming, and goodbye from the Bearded Barbarian.